And I'm live, 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 live. Yeah, I'm live. What's going on with the people? Damn. He decided to come up on here, do a short live. I'll get my smoke on right now. I hope everybody enjoyed my story time earlier tonight or yesterday. If you haven't seen it, you go back and check out my first fight with another Crip. See who slide through, who don't slide through. Slide through, who don't slide through. Matter of fact, let me go do this. Oh my God. Boy, that killed there sound like he dying. It ain't that fucking serious. But yeah, like I was saying, if you missed it, you can go back and check it out. Yeah, I think I might do like a story a week, kind of just spread them out. I even got a story about the time where there was a hit put out on me. It was a failed hit, but as it turns out, you know, it worked out for the best. Let's just say that. Because otherwise, that shit could have got real ugly. You know what I'm saying? You would definitely been a house divided for sure. You know, um, you know how like we look at the youngsters today, how they like wow, don't give a fuck and all that shit. Well, who you think they got that? And trust me, we ain't proud of that. But I'm gonna keep it on it. Keep my thou out. But you see, the only difference is they're doing it out of fear because they don't want to take an ass. They don't want to fight. Where like we still got down. You know what I'm saying? Did we have yeah? You know what I'm saying? But that was during like certain times. And of course, you would have those times where motherfuckers get their feelings and you know pull out the strap and you know what I'm saying? Well, goddamn. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That can sound like he dying like a motherfucker. But yeah, you know, because when we was youngsters in the '90s, like we was like really running wild, like we we didn't give a fuck, but we also understood the rules, and every now and again, I mean, hey, we we didn't always follow the rules or go by the rules. You know what I'm saying? But but we knew what we could and couldn't do. Like we couldn't go like too far because if we did, then yeah, I already know what that happened. Yo, what's happening? What's going on with you? Salute, salute. So cause there was a lot of times where like I would go and I would highlight my OGs about certain situations and about how like I wanted to go about handling that. Like I don't do that. And they break down why you shouldn't do that. And, you know, for the most part, I listened. Overall, you know, I was a hardhead, you know, but I wasn't no kamikaze hardhead. Like my hard headedness got me in trouble. Ooh, excuse me. But it didn't get me in trouble as much as it could have, you know. But that was because we didn't move just recklessly, you know. We did reckless things, but that was every so often. There wasn't like a all the time thing, you know. And that's a misconception too about gangbang too. They be thinking people think like if you gangbang, like somehow you're fighting every day or something, or you're shooting at each other every day. And shoot, there's some days where shit ain't shit happen. You go 3, 4, 5 days, ain't a damn thing happen. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it was active, it was active for sure. You know, some of us, made it through. Some of us didn't make it through. But that doesn't. That's the other thing. It don't make a difference how old you get because if somebody wants you, if somebody still having it in their heart, you know, they're gonna come after you. You know, just look what happened with Snoopy Blue. Snoopy Blue, like a few years older than me. You know, still out there, hard cripping and everything. Boom. You know, because it was a funny thing because like I was watching one of Silly Mac's videos earlier, and he was talking about how he feeding the homeless, he doing this, he's getting his increments, and he's still gangbanging at the same time. And I'm like, here we go with another ignorant fool that still don't grasp the concept of intelligence. I don't know how many gangsters, have said it. You can't do them both. You can't you can't do something positive and then do something negative. Feeding the homeless is a dope thing to do. And I encourage more people to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or get involved. You know. Um, but how you doing something positive and trying to uplift the people, and then in that same breath, that same time period, go out there and start banging on. That's going to eventually take away from the positive. You got to think about it. Negativity is going to always outweigh the positive. You know why? Because it's easier to be negative than it is to be positive. So the negative is always going to outweigh the positive. No matter how you cut, shape it, it's going to always outweigh. So um, I just thought that was a dumb thing to say. Because if you're going to be out there, man, be out there. But if you're not going to be out there, sit your ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying you can't still get your cribbing on. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole basis of this shit. Like, doing something positive for the community, protecting your own, protecting the community, uplifting the people. You know? But you got all these knuckleheads out here talking about, I can do both. No, you can't. Shit. I tried doing both. It don't work. You either doing one or you're doing the other. You can't do both. You know, because the negativity is going to eventually outweigh the positive. Like, you could be out there and say, "Yeah, I'm a good father," but how you a good father if you still out there gangbanging? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, to me, that's not being a good father, because now you're you're taking the opportunity of your life being taken away from your kid or kids. That's being selfish. That's not being a good parent. That's not being a good father. You know. And trust me, I get it. But that's one of the reasons why I had to take a step back. You know, because it wasn't about me. It was about that little girl that me and her mom just brought into this world. So I wasn't about to have the streets affect my family life. You know, even though she, you know, was around some things she didn't need to be around. You know, but That ain't had nothing to do with the streets. That was just on some family shit, you know. So for all you fools out there that think you can gangbang and still live a positive life at the same time, hell no. Hell shit. Cause motherfuckers ain't doing drive-bys no more. Motherfuckers is walking up into establishments now, and they just letting off. You know, you could be sitting there flipping burgers at Burger King or something, and one of your enemies slide up in there and see you up in that motherfucker. He ain't gonna think twice about unloading that clip on you and whoever else is in that motherfucker. Now his dummy ass, yeah, he's a dummy because you have to factor this in too. Cameras. So even though he may have clipped you, his ass gonna be sitting down somewhere or on the run till shit, till whenever. I ain't no way to live. Avoiding the law, bouncing around, that should take a lot of years. I personally never had to do that, but I know some individuals that have. And yeah, because you are either gonna eventually turn yourself in, or they're gonna catch up to you. Woo, that is a hell of a time. So, yes, but shit, right on, homeless in America for sliding through. Man, and I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.